Do you think I could be a tractor one day?
I don't claim my cousins.
I'm not saying it was aliens, but it was aliens.
All right, everyone. Is everyone ready to play some Wrath in Glory? Yeah! Okay, everyone, back to some Wrath in Glory. We have to yell at speaker today.
Yeah.
Why do we have to yell at me?
Because you have your microphone turned on.
That's true. I did.
So before, like, I think the last two times that we tried to set up for audio tests and stuff, we're like, why in the fuck is speaker echoey? And I think you have him in the position now. Go ahead and talk for a little bit.
Hi there. This is me in the bad position. This is me talking.
Yeah, he sounded like that the entire time. He's like, is it the fucking room? Is it like something that sounds of his mic? Because then he started mentioning like, yeah, when I go and record somewhere else or whatever, they say I sound fine, but when I come here, I have to adjust it. I'm like, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Like, what ears do they have, right? Like, I was losing my mind, and we had him tap the mic. He was on the right microphone, like in the room. Like he's in an enclosed space, so there's not a lot of echo for it, for the environment he has. And I kept listening for a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute, I heard this before, because he doesn't know what microphone he has. He's like, wait a minute, he probably doesn't know how it's used. I think he's speaking on the wrong side of it. And so now, now you will sound like this.
I'm normal now. Hello.
And I lost my mind. I got so angry. I was like, come on, man.
Dear viewers, it almost ended him. It did.
True.
Ended him. He almost ended you.
So he
It's
sounds
true, I
normal
almost
now.
was killed.
So if anybody complained in the first episode, we fixed speaker.
We fixed him.
Yeah, we
He's
fixed
been
him now.
fixed.
I've
We
been
took-
cured.
Yeah, we took you out back, and we beat you with a 2x4 till you learned right.
That's true.
That's
It only done hurt my head a little bit.
Yeah, that's the Southern way of discipline. But of course, we have all of our awesome cast here today. We have Hokey.
That's me. I'm here again, and of course, I'm playing the wonderful Aloysus Hafzig, your Lexmechanic, and I smoked a lot of cigarettes today.
And we have Odo.
Hello, it's me, Odo. I'm playing Khelrana. I almost said Sylph Swashbuckler. That's not who I am.
Yeah,
I'm the
wrong show, wrong
Eldar
show.
Corsair.
We have Speaker D.
Hi, I'm Speaker D, and today I will be playing Alden Rosh, the rogue trader.
And of course, I am your host today, Zoran the Bear. I'll be playing Roos, the Ogre Warrior. And the one who will be leading us is our illustrious game master, Thurston Hillman.
Oh, hi, it's me. It's Thirsty. Find me on all the things that don't call GM. I'm here to just run a fun game for these people.
And of course, what adventure do you have for us, Thurston?
Well, I believe we are continuing an investigation. Now, for those of you who don't remember, we were on the Valley of Ankara. There we had encountered the local peoples of this planet, being Ostia. In the Valley of Ankara, you uncovered that there is a dispute going on between the local branch of the Ecclesiarchy and the Adeptus Mechanicus, specifically about missing workers. Now, does anyone here remember where we last left off?
If I recall correctly, we had made our way to the administratum quarters?
We're at the DMV.
Yes, and we were waiting in line.
Yes, exactly. So, where we had last left off, you had gone to the administratum office, the sortium, as it's called, to attempt to meet with the individual in there who you met on your descent to the planet. That would be Adept Futa. As you have landed, you met with him and then met with the other two leaders, the Confessor Euphrates being one, and then also the representative of the Adeptus Mechanicus, Genitor Heptix. And so you've kind of met the different factions of the planet just prior to your arrival at the administratum. You'd also been witness to some ongoing tensions, specifically about local laborers who didn't want to work alongside servitors, and that there's a growing sort of disdain from the local populace against servitors and the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus. So, with all that being said, you had made your way to the Sortium, where you had essentially got in line. And after a couple skill checks, you found that rather than spending a full day in line in order to gain access to the building, you have now been admitted within after only an hour. The interior of this massive pyramid-like structure of bland rockreate is filled with sanctum studies, data vaults. The sound that is overwhelming to your ears as you enter here is scratching, just quills and other such things, just scratch.
Oh, my sensitive ears.
So with all of that, you've entered here. You have some options on how you can proceed. There's certainly going and investigating the sort of head that you know, the Adept Xanther. But there's also, you could perform an investigation here now that you've managed to use some of your credentials to get inside. You could actually search through some of the data here to see if you could find anything of value. That'd be an investigation check if any of you wanted to spend some time on that.
Right, let's actually see. What is my investigation? Who?
It's too long.
My investigation is pretty okay. Yeah, while our good friends are dealing with some bureaucracy here, Khelrana is gonna meander around and do a little bit of investigating. Just start looking through things, peeking over people's shoulders, just getting a beat on it.
Yeah, absolutely. You can give me an investigation check there too.
DN3?
No, let's go for a DN4 for this one.
Ooh, that's hard.
Yeah, it is.
Almost. Actually,
Almost.
no, not really. Those are
Well, okay. So remember, at this point, you still have a glory in the tank. You could spend a wrath point to reroll some here.
Is this one worth it? Yeah, might as well. Unless anybody's got a higher investigation.
No, I certainly don't have you beat there.
I can only investigate with my muscles.
I could assist you. I'm very smart.
He's
I'm
a smart
also
boy.
Very observant, despite my lack of eyes.
Is Aloysus, is your investigate skill going to be higher? Because you could just do it separately as well.
I do have an investigation score of 6.
Oh.
Okay, so you could certainly attempt to assist, but you don't just add all your dice on. So what I might suggest is, if you want for the best kind of, if you want the best bang for your buck, you're probably better off having Aloysus do it separately. And I'm okay with, since you're kind of doing this at the same time, Aloysus, if you want to make a check now, and then you can sort of see if Aloysus like bumbles it, you might decide to maybe send the rerolls another way. But I'm okay with letting you make a check as well, Aloysus.
Okay, well, I appreciate you letting me make that check. Let me see if I do a little bit better.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Ooh,
It's
Slightly better.
It's slightly better. So you could wrath this.
I could wrath that. I think I will wrath this.
Okay.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, I didn't re-up my wrath. Hold on.
Yes.
Hey,
Update
put
all
two
of
in.
your character sheets so you have 2 wrath on them, everyone. 2 whole wrathies.
Did it, and a point of glory.
Nice.
There we go.
Oh, we got glory. I'll add that.
Aloysus looks around the room, his servo skulls at his pauldrons, whirring around, buzzing, clicking as they scan, unseen to all of you, unless you have some kind of infrared sight. Just looking all over, reading all this information, tabulating it. Thurston, what does Aloysus know or see?
So, couple of things here. And there's no more shifts on that. You just have the one, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. But you do have enough to shift. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you can shift one. Now, okay. I will give you the option. You can shift one to add an extra glory, or you can shift one to obtain a bit more veracity on the data you're getting. Your choice.
I get the sense we'll be doing a lot of social intrigue, so I feel like we'll probably get more glory as time goes on.
So you want the more accurate data?
I'm gonna greed for the more accurate data. Would we rather not get additional glory off the RIP party?
I'm good saving it. Get that good info.
Yeah.
Get that info. Okay. All right. Well, then what you find is a couple of pieces of information as you go through. And like Aloysus, with you, this is more traditional. You're going through scrolls, data slates, cogitators. This is taking a while. Probably like 2 or 3 hours of investigation here. How is everyone else, acting during this? Is like Aloysus has the investigation montage. What's everyone else doing?
Yeah, with a failed roll, Khelrana is probably like looming over some poor scribe's shoulder, just staring down at the paper before she gets shooed off.
What do you want?
Sorry, just curious. What you writing?
I'm writing about the meat quotient.
Oh, boring. Goodbye.
What? That's my life.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're the meat guy.
I've been doing this for a while. I'm a 3rd generation meat processor. I had my memories of my childhood mind wiped so I could not be distracted to better process the meat.
You don't even remember your meat dad? You don't even remember your meat dad? Your meat mom?
No. I had it all purged so I could count the numbers better.
Shit. Put a hand on his shoulder. All right, you keep going, meat boy. You keep at it. I'm gonna stand over here.
Oh, okay. After the first hour, Khelrana, a group of armed soldiers comes into the area and quickly acquires the individual you had just spoken to. You hear mutters and shouts of, no, I'm sorry, I'll hit the quota, I'll hit the quota, and no distractions, you need another mind purge. Oh, no, as they're dragged away.
Oh. I'm gonna turn to Alden. Is that normal? To have one menial in charge of meat and to constantly turn his brain into slurry?
Is what normal? That? I can't say it's standard operating procedure, but these administratum folks, they're hardly the most efficient in the Imperium.
I'll be honest, everything I'm seeing in here makes me incredibly depressed.
I must admit to you, this is the one part of our sterling and glorious Imperium you and I may have some accord with. I do not much care for the administratum.
We agree on something. Wow! You and me were peas in a pod, and I'll give him a noogie.
Don't get too used to it, and I'll make sure to maintain a substantial amount of distance between myself and the elf, preventing further noogies.
I have a really important question, which I think everyone here wants to know.
Uh-huh.
What's Roos doing in the administratum archives building?
He's eating the paper, bro.
Basically, I can't think of anything else he would do with anything that's learned. I think he's just unnecessarily asking scribes questions, going like, Hey, what does that say?
I like that we just had like an offhanded thing from Khelrana of like, this person's been taken away for their mind wipe, and you're just going around to like everybody like, how do you spell this? Like,
Hey, what do you do here? What does that paper do?
and you listen to like the whole explanation. Like it's like, well, you see, what I've been doing here for the past 17 generations of my family is expressing the quotient related to the grain upheavals of the northwestern quadrant. You see, there are some interesting patterns over the last 2 decades.
Bruce
that can
leaves
be-
and goes to another guy. What do you do?
Well, you see, what I plan and document all the tractors. See, what
Wait,
I do is
wait.
I make...
You-
Yeah,
You work on tractors?
that's right. Well, I make sure that the tractors get the requisite maintenance from the Adeptus Mechanicus, but a lot of that stuff can be done by hard-working folks. So sometimes what I like to do is I like to set up a maintenance schedule that's both with the
Do you,
Adeptus...
do you think I could be a tractor one day?
You mean drive a tractor?
I want to be a tractor. I want to be big and tough and go fast.
There might be some kind of servitor procedure for that. Those servitors are the worst, though. Nobody deserves that kind of fate.
Or I won't be no servitor. I'm going to be a big, strong tractor one day. Just you wait, sir.
All right there. I like the cut of your tire wheel, jib, whatever. You come
leaves
back when you're a
and
tractor.
goes up to
okay?
Alden. I'm going to be a tractor one day. That guy said so.
No, you aren't.
Why?
You
like,
haven't.
in dismay. Like all his hope has disappeared. Like,
Just crush this
What?
man's dreams.
What?
what?
Because you have a duty to the Imperium. You don't want to make the Empress sad, do you?
No. I don't want to make him. Just being a tractor make the Emperor sad?
No, it's that you've already committed yourself to serve upon my crew. And I would sooner have you than 1,000 tractors.
Oh, you saying I'm better than 1,000 tractors?
At most things, yes.
I'm already better than a tractor. Thank you, sir. I'll remember this.
You're welcome.
Bruce is content with his scene.
all right. So we cut back to Aloysus, who, like, I assume we do this montage of like cogitator stacks and data slates, and Aloysus is like picking up something, reading it. I don't know how Aloysus reads.
His little like servo skulls have detached. They're flying around, just like scanning things. He's picking them over. He like has this weird hololithic beam. He scans the book, throws it to the side, just peels through information left and right. A little like matrix-like display going mile a minute on his face. Every now and then he'll just give it like a ooh, very that's saucy, and throws it away just like the rest.
All right. So, you find a few key pieces of information. First of all, though there have been slightly more disappearances than average in the last few months, very few personnel have gone missing in the past decade. Even the emergence of the Great Rift didn't cause a particularly notable spike in the number of disappearances. The next thing you discover is the recent disappearances have been from random fields around Ankara. No obvious pattern. Then you find that productivity has been decreased dramatically in the past few months, more than the rate of the disappearances would suggest. Now you shifted, so there's another piece that you learn about all this information you've collected. All of this information has been tampered with.
Oh.
Uh-oh!
Yippee!
Bet you're glad you didn't get that glory point now. Very glad.
You're not sure, like you can't trust the veracity of any of this now.
Wonderful. Oh, we have some things to discuss, my friends.
What seems to be amiss?
Well, other than the piles upon piles of redacted records that probably shouldn't meet the wider eyes of the administratum, it would appear that the disappearances and drops in productivity do not correlate quite as we may have thought. In fact, they don't line up at all. Though more people have been disappearing, productivity has been in steady decline before all of these disappearances had began. The recent lack of personnel is merely circumstance. Now, here's the onion. In looking through all this data, one solution remains brilliantly clear. And that none of this is actually clear at all. Every piece of data here is fudged, tampered with. Either the administratum here is so categorically incompetent that it's a miracle they can count their fingers, whatever they have left anyway, or there is some form of malfeasance going on. Somebody has all of their fingers in everybody's pie, and they're making sure to be thorough about it. This data's useless, but somebody has changed it to be that way.
Well, who would have access to this sort of data?
Who indeed? Who would have full unfettered archive access? I would need some deeper records. We would need somebody higher up. I need whatever the average menial cannot touch.
It's enough for you to gauge. It's probably Adept Futa is the individual in question.
Although, if I had to take a guess, our dear friend, I use that loosely, Futa would be the likely culprit. Shall we pay him a visit?
I would be more than happy to oblige you. Let us get to the center of this quickly.
Delightful. I think we should find the center of him quite easily. He doesn't seem that tough.
How far on the line are we?
Well, you're inside. Like this is like
Yeah,
you've
we're
got
past, we're
inside
past the
and have
queue.
been.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
way past the queue. Okay, I was under the impression all this was happening in the queue. My bad.
Oh no. This is all like inside once you're in and like processing data, right? Like you're getting access to data stacks, all that sort of thing. There's just people working here. So you could investigate, like you could go ask around, maybe peruse a bit to find out, like, hey, where is Adept Futa? Sort of up to you how you want to proceed there.
Very well. I will move to are there any like clerical servitors?
Not really servitors here. There aren't too many. It's mostly just like menial staff, like lots of gray robed, white gray robed staff who just meander and putter about.
I'll find one of them. Excuse me.
Oh, hello.
I'm in need of the way to Adept Futa's offices. Xantha Futa?
Oh, yes. The adept is in the documentorium. It's his sanctum and where all the high security is stored.
Duly noted. How far is it from here?
Oh, well, you'll have to go past security and some of the guard posts. I could mark it out for you. As you're an off-world delegation, I can see that you have important business with him.
Indeed, I do. This guy is talking slow enough to make me a little suspicious.
Okay.
Can I roll a quick insight check to see if there's anything up with this guy?
Yeah, sure.
Difficulty number 3?
2.
2. Okay. That's gonna be 7 successes and 1 point.
Damn.
Okay, speaker.
there
Nice
you
roll.
go.
All right.
There you
Why,
go.
thank you.
Yeah, that's enough for you to discover. He's talking slow because he doesn't deal with people a lot. Like the cleric, like the administration folks here generally don't have to help people or don't have people who aren't already just inculcated into this bureaucracy. So they think heavily, and there's also like a tinge of kind of internally processing what they can and can't talk about. Like they're going through the manual in their mind.
So they're figuring this out. Okay, great. That's excellent. While I have them like this, I'm going to kind of lean in. Now, between you and me, I do have one question I'd prefer you keep to yourself. You understand?
Yes,
Wasn't
I
any-
don't really talk to anyone else.
That's very good. An excellent quality in a confidant. Do you happen to have noticed any abnormalities with the archives?
Abnormalities? By the light of the throne, no. We pride ourselves on our diligence with data. We go to the extremes to make sure everything is properly processed and in its place.
I see. And off-world delegations, they're uncommon here, yes?
Oh, I mean, yes, we rarely have individuals who come beyond just simply the silos.
I see. And when was the last time someone not of the administratum had gotten so close to these archives?
Oh, I don't know. That's not my department.
I see. So none that you've witnessed.
No, it was 15 years ago when I was a younger lad. I saw a woman come in here. She found out she went to the wrong administratum complex.
A riveting tale. Well, thank you. And of course, tell no one that we spoke of this.
I don't speak to anyone.
Excellent. And I'll ignore him and move on. All right.
Yeah, you come back to the group.
Have we any business remaining here?
I should think not, dear Captain. We're trying to suss out exactly where the problem lies, and a problem looks to be dear Xanthar himself.
It could be Xanthar, or it could be forces beyond his control. We'll suss out the truth of it sooner or later. Come, let us find the Adept.
All right, so you know that Xanthar Futa's domain, this documentorium, is deeper in. As you get closer, you can tell that there is a high amount of security here. You could wait for the Adept and try to corner him and speak with him, but it is very clear that that will be a you go to him on his terms. As you look through this, there is also the opportunity of breaking into his documentorium.
I don't think that'll be necessary. I mean, he did ask to see us.
For sure. I'm laying it out. Like there, if you wanted to break into the like high secure data vaults, that is an option. That would just be something that would be encompassed under like stealth.
Fair enough.
But otherwise, it sounds like you were just going to kind of go and want to speak with him directly.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to expect that we're going to want to talk about anything more than what he thinks we want to talk about.
Absolutely. All right. So with that, you all make your way into the documentorium, and go through the like rigorous processes. You can see that the specific area where he is kind of like a data crypt that has it's like organized chaos in here. There's scrolls and like sprawling from nooks and cubby holes. There's a Spartan bunk that's wedged awkwardly into the room, but there's just like information data slates everywhere. It's all been kind of like clustered away as you've been brought in to meet Futa in sort of a front area. He actually kind of comes out of the main data crypt area and sort of closes it off and meets you in an adjoining chamber that's more akin to like a meeting space with a table. You can see the Adept is incredibly overwhelmed as you approach. Like very clearly has been working a lot. There's even a bit of sweat on him as you approach, which he wipes off with the back of his hand and just kind of takes a moment to breathe as he approaches you. Hello.
Oh. It seems as if you are in quite a conundrum.
As you can tell, it's very busy here with the ecclesiarchy and the mechanicus. I'm sure you now understand the situation here and how dire it is.
Indeed. Nothing short of madness out there twixt these two parties.
Corn's good,
Yes.
though. He bites into one.
No. How many of those did you take?
He starts counting on his finger, but he gets lost. And he keeps recounting. And Roos can't quite get up there, so he's in a perpetual math state.
And like Futa looks up to you, Roos, and starts scribbling, and then looks up to see your fingers changing, and he's clearly like crossing out. And
The corn count must be accurate.
I'm just imagining Roos finishing his count, but very like sheepishly, only like 5. He's just holding like a bushel behind him.
He turns to Khelrana going, Khelrana, do you know how many corns I ate?
Huh. I'm gonna say 37. Complete
wrong.
lie.
He turns around, 37.
37 corns. All right. I suppose.
Definitely more than that.
That's, I'll have to. Yes, okay, of course.
as he like jots it down, and then sort of, what were we talking about again? You can tell just like how overburdened this man is.
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, but it was you that had desperately sought an audience. You had something important to discuss?
Yes, I did. It's these factions, the ecclesiarchy, the Adeptus Mechanicus. Something has to be done. They're not working the quotas. The quotas, you see, they keep getting out of place.
What would you suggest be done?
Well, we have to solve what's going on. I don't think the data's quite as damning as one would think. I think it's just if we could get these two factions to stop their damnable fighting, what with the Mechanicus constantly trying to get into the old runes.
Now, it's funny that you mention these quotas, as they were. And with all the quotas not being met, missed, rearranged, how long has this been going on, Xanthar?
Oh, well, a few months that the supposed disappearances and whatnot, and the effect on the quotas. But I've looked at the numbers; they appear to be relatively within order. It's mostly though this.
Now that's quite interesting.
But
I'd like to make an insight roll.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see if this guy is knowingly deceiving us.
Okay.
In any way. What is my difficulty number?
Your difficulty number is, because you don't know if this is an opposed check or not, you just roll the dice. You don't get to know the difficulty number, because if it was, if he isn't lying to you, then meh. But if he is lying to you, it would be opposed by, say, a deception from him.
Fair enough.
So I'm going to like private roll some dice here, and that this could be real, this could not be real.
Okay, very good. Do I have permission from the party to sink 3 glory into this?
We have 2. Sorry, I don't know where the other glory came from, unless we got into the crit somewhere that I didn't log
Yeah,
in.
there were 2 crits. There were 2 crits,
my bad.
and then 1 shift, yeah.
Yeah, next time if we get glory, just be like, we got glory! Because... Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm okay with
Good.
it.
Okay, cool.
I'm good.
So I'll add 2 to my dice pool.
Okay.
And let's see. Oh, I need to add at least difficulty number 1. I got 5 successes. I'm not satisfied with that. I want to roll a Wrath to reroll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Now, with the Wrath, just very quickly, am I
Yes.
rerolling the entire roll?
So yeah, in this case, this is order of operations. If you spend glory, you have to do that after Wrath.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
so
that you have to roll your base dice, then choose to reroll, and then you can add Wrath dice to it.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Add glory dice to it.
It's still
Yeah.
a good number of successes. 5 is
Which-
nothing to shake a stick at.
In which case, I'm just going to reroll the 7, and then I will reroll 2 additional after that. Is that okay?
Sorry, say what?
yeah, you don't re-roll the glory. You only re-roll
Yeah,
your
I
base
won't
die.
reroll
Yeah.
the glory. Yeah.
Yeah, so on the card there, just re-roll Wrath.
Oh, no. But I get what you're saying, but because of the order of operations, it does mess it up because it's like you can't just re-roll all 7 dice. Because but yeah, in the future, keep that in mind. You can do it now, but
Okay, absolutely. Thank you very much. My mistake. That's pretty good. So that's 5 successes with 1 shift. And now I'm going to add the 2 glory. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Excellent. For an additional, I believe, 2. With that 6.
So yeah, 2 with that 6. Now the shifts again are kind of, you don't get shifts on this just because you don't know the difficulty number.
Of course. Yeah. So that would be 7 total.
Okay.
And I will reduce my wrath by 1.
Yeah.
Apologize. Wouldn't Speaker just re-roll his first insight testing, not completely re-roll? He just
No,
re-rolls the ones that failed, right, with Wrath?
No. Because when he rolled the first insight test, he incled the glory.
Oh,
in there.
okay. We were just fixing
Yeah,
it. My bad. Never mind.
He was just redoing it so it wasn't like otherwise it's way more powerful and like you almost never fail checks. So because you're getting extra dice with rerolls. So
Yeah.
In a case,
Yeah.
chat, I think Still Spider might be confused for stuff. Successes are 4s and higher.
yeah,
Usually.
4s and higher,
And
6s
crit
counts
for
as 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one red die you see on the screen there, that is our
Wrath
that's
die.
our Wrath die for that. Like we have our Wrath die, so we can re-roll. But if you see that roll a 1, that's bad. We complicate. But if that gets a 6, we crit and we get like another point of glory, which is really, really good for us.
He kind of looks at you and like as you're, I assume there's like this steely like eyes as you're trying to like size up what he's saying.
Yes.
Okay. Eventually he sort of just shakes his head slightly, looks and takes on like a far lower tone as he's looking out the open door to this sort of docile.
Keep your voices low. Clearly the Emperor sent wise warriors on this investigation. Look, I've been suspicious. Adeptus Mechanicus have been tampering with our data. Given the political situation, I was hesitant to accuse them. I've kept some of the evidence for myself, you see. The numbers are far worse than one would think. But why would they do such a thing?
And I have a sense that he is telling me the truth with this.
You do not gather any deception.
Excellent. I see. Well, I think the motivations would be quite obvious. To take control from the zealots that seek to unseat them. Let me see your evidence.
And like he starts putting some data, like he kind of shuffles back, returns, sort of produces a few things, and as he does, it reveals information that that Aloysus found, I should say, in that sort of investigation montage previously. But it shows some hard copies of other data that contradict it. Specifically, more than 100 people have disappeared in recent months, which is far more than the like 24 that have been reported. The disappearances have also all been from people assigned to the fields near the ruins.
As you can see here, things are far worse. I'm trying not to create a scene. I fear for my life. If the Adeptus Mechanicus are altering our data and they find out, I couldn't fight a combat servitor. Look at me. I'm too delicate.
Most intriguing. Most intriguing indeed. We were followed here by a servo skull.
Just, the blasted spies are everywhere.
Most interesting. So they're disappearing by the ruins, eh? What's so significant about these ruins?
It goes back to all the old local legends and history from the before times. You've already heard of the Grim Harvest. Few records on that foolish belief, but those that do exist talk that the runes are important. Yes, it's something to do with their history. The Twilight Shades come from those runes, and that people who are taken there deserve runes. The Adeptus Mechanicus believes there might be technology in there, but those children of the dawn don't let them in.
I see. Is there any possibility that the children of the dawn are behind the disappearances?
No, it's quite possible. Deplorables, a lot of them. Twisted faith, local backwaters belief. It's a travesty. You see, if only the Adeptus Mechanicus could stop meddling in things and keep to their efficiency, and the children of the dawn and the workers could stop being so backwatered zealous on this matter.
I'm having a hard time. I keep thinking of the Oblivion guy.
Yes.
Have you heard any news from the other provinces?
What was the Dawn cult thing in Oblivion?
Oh, the Mythic Dawn.
Yeah, I keep thinking of that.
Oh,
It's like, you will come to our paradise, hero, and it's like. Sorry. That's what Roos is thinking about. Going, oh, I don't. Hopefully, it's not like that guy, and hopefully the plants are actually people.
I've for 65 years I've been the adept here, but for all those years I've never been ruler of my own dreams.
The stars were right. This is the day.
Sorry, chat. This has now become an Elder Scrolls campaign.
Oh God, help
Surprise!
us. Sponsor content.
Yay. But yeah, you can see that Xather's incredibly just manic about this whole situation. Feels he's being the data's being converted. There's servo skulls. There's crazy zealots everywhere. This is definitely why he's been reaching out to you. Just please fix this.
I see. Might I get a second opinion from my crew? Thoughts?
I'll go. Yes, I'll go back to my room.
Shuffles, closes the door. Ka-chonk.
Oh, well, I suppose you can lock yourself in the closet if you feel more secure.
It won't help him. I can break down that door.
No, you can't.
I can.
He can.
He does.
Roos
Maybe he
definitely can.
But he wouldn't hurt me. I'll let him have more corn.
Hey, I can't bring down that door, guys. I mean, he's got corn.
You're right. You got your priorities in line.
You damn dirty turncorn.
What's he saying, sir? He looks to Alden.
Well, I'd like to have the opinion of my fellow... I'd like to have the opinion of my secondary officers.
I'm a secondary officer now. Well, I take this promotion with great gusto and gratitude.
Acting executive officer.
Oh.
Am I an officer?
You are all giving me responses that make me regret asking for your opinions.
No.
Consider your words very carefully, Captain.
You can no
Except for you.
It's okay, sir.
Thank you.
We have my commissar right with us. He takes his orb out. He's like, sir, do you think they're turning the people and the plants?
Stop.
No one. It's not
All right. That's
Definitely yes.
You see?
definitely turning people into plants.
Solved already, sir.
Roos, you've been eating people. Cannibalism in that form is heretical.
You eat people too, sir. They're in
No, I
our
don't.
bars.
I have nutrient paste.
Those are made of people, sir.
It's different.
How is it different, sir?
Our methods are refined, sanctioned by the Omnissiah. And the Emperor itself. You all eat the same rations.
You all ever
It's
just
so
think
much
we're
more
all
nutritious.
actually just cannibals, sir?
Maybe we should all just starve to death.
You know, Roos, maybe we are just
So
a bunch
true.
of weird skull crab mechs in a bucket after all.
So, are we going to give our opinions? I've been asked for my opinion, and I cannot let this
Bruce
opportunity
gets
slide.
ready for his personal opinion question.
I think the ruins are quite, indeed, our next destination, Captain. Whatever these forces at play may be, although I'm suspecting either foul Xenos, ones whose technology with stealth may be learned from, or more sinister forces are at work. Though the children of Dawn may be at fault, one way or the other, those ruins are the next stop.
Agreed. I think going to the ruins is our most logical next step. Chances are it's something that's a little beyond normal monkey comprehension. Human comprehension. And they're making some sort of big deal out of something they don't understand.
Where's the Eldar lexicon? I need to be racist towards you.
Wow.
All right. Give him a second. He's got to look up his racism.
Oh, absolutely. I won't forbid a brave soldier of the Imperium from a little of anti-Xeno sentiment. Goodness, no.
Right. But I don't know. I mean, they're pointing fingers at the tech priests. The tech priests are pointing fingers at everyone else. The data was tampered with. Do the tech priests actually have access to all this data? And if so, how'd they get their grubby hands on it?
That is an interesting question.
Because, way I see it, there is somebody with more ready access to this data, and he's hiding behind that door.
You can come out from behind the door now.
Are you done? Is it okay to come out? I've not been listening at all.
It was always okay for you to come out.
It was always allowed, sir.
All right.
He kind of like waddles through, like pushing the door open.
Yes, good. So you've decided to help me. Oh, I bless the Emperor for sending
Well,
you
before we go about doing that, how on earth would the Adeptus Mechanicus have access to your confidential, administratum logged information?
here. The skulls, I tell you. They're everywhere. They buzz and they chirp. You use them here, but you can't trust them.
And the skulls could tamper with the data. They're that sophisticated.
Yes, that's why I don't trust him.
Looks at Aloysus and the skulls.
He doesn't see, but the skulls see for him.
Oh no, I see as
Far-fetched.
hell. Let me be perfectly clear, I can see you right now with what passes for your meager, fleshy orbs. Something far more superior. But these?
Nice to me, I'm old.
Oh, yes, you are old and imperishable, but we could make you more than you are if you would merely let us in.
Aloysus, if you could do me a favor and confirm or deny this man's accusations of servo skull capabilities, rather than threatening to turn him into some ghastly abomination.
Well, I'm not going to turn him into a ghastly abomination. I'm offering augments.
Oh,
Augmentics are wonderful, Captain. We can improve upon the weaknesses of flesh. Humanity is a terrible thing to waste. We would see it wed to steel, not removed by it.
as you know, I have no qualms with your ideology. What I want, though, are results. Now, servo skulls. Could they be utilized to hack into the administratum records?
Oh, of course they could. They're the most common menial drone that the Imperium possesses and the Mechanicum can manufacture. They do just about anything you want them to do, and certainly, if they have the right protocols, they could easily access these archives. Although, if it weren't for hacking, they would simply need an access key to these archives. It is entirely possible, if it was not malicious in nature, someone could have simply passed them the right credentials. Hugin and Munin here, pointing to his servo skulls, do not possess this, but they can certainly perform a number of rudimentary tasks, mostly writing for me and tabulating. But the servo skull that we encountered earlier, its true master, their auspices unknown, is a different story. That servo skull may have some accesses and protocols that even I am not familiar with here.
I see. So it's plausible. That's good enough for me.
See, exactly. It's plausible. Oh, thank the God Emperor who sits upon the throne that he sent me such wise individuals as you. Oh, I fear the Genitor might come for me in the night and be added to the grim harvest.
Slow your roll, my dear friend.
What?
Most Genitors and Mechanicus staff worth their metal would not so wantonly waste a skilled member of the administratum like yourself. We can certainly create better wetware from menials that are below your standard.
Oh.
You would much better spend what remaining cognitive power you have questioning why they would do such a thing. Not of, oh, they're going to rip off his arms and stick on big laser guns. No, that would be too base. We have plenty of stock for servitors of that nature. Why would we waste someone with so much potential? Why would we have need for kidnapping people in the middle of the night in cornfields to whisk away, chop up, and then toss back out? More importantly, why wouldn't anybody else have realized that their loved ones are becoming servitors that are working alongside them? No, the Mechanicum does not operate on such baser grounds, not unless they are straddling the lines of tech heresy, of which we do have a vested interest in rooting out as well, let me be perfectly clear.
Right, no tech heresy happening on our ship, ever, never.
Yes,
Never.
Tech heresy, that's got to be it. Yes, of course.
But without knowing exactly what is in those ruins, I could not say. You're a learned scholar yourself. Are you familiar with the world of Stygies 8? Was it 6? I forget sometimes. The person
4.
behind the screen does not know how to count.
It was full, sir.
It was 4. Thank you, Roos. I'm glad I stuck that memory in a cookie for you.
You're welcome. Bruce has no fucking idea.
You may be familiar with the people of Stygies. Their Mechanicum and their forge are quite known for their cavalier mindsets. Some even straddling the lines of the heretical.
Sounds dire.
Quite dire, but
my heart it palpitates quite heavily now. You are bringing many things into my mind. And, oh,
yes, palpitate at your leisure. Don't interrupt my story, little man. Point being, Sometimes a cavalier mindset is needed to advance the interests of the Imperium. By knowing our enemy, we might better slay them and remove their fetid kind from our stars. Cities might be a bit too cavalier in that regard, but there's not to say that the local chapter may not be up to some nonsense of their own. What data do you possess on the ruins?
Very little myself. They're just local things related to the grim harvest. Inconsequential as far as the records go. If the laborers cared less about some old stones and more about farming, there would be easier times around here.
Xantha, please, I'm talking to you so nicely. Would you perhaps prefer a low stogie?
And Aloysus will fish out a low stogie from his robes.
Here, will calm your nerves. Would you like this? Maybe this will ply your lips a little bit more.
I'm very good. I'm not certain that Xantha has the information you seek.
Why would no one keep information on ruins, ancient ruins, with which people disappearance? Surely, even on a backwater planet such as this, they would possess some kind of knowledge. It doesn't add up, Captain. It doesn't make sense.
Hey, question. As this exchange is going on, Khelrana, you've been fairly quiet.
Aye.
What have you been doing during this? Because he's kind of like come out from his room and is like very actively engaged with, Aloysus and the good captain. So.
Oh God. And he's flustered, like he's floundering.
His attention is so focused on like all of these options they're putting in front of him, and every time there's a new one, he's like, "Oh, yes, that's got to be it. Yes, kill the heretical tech priests." Or, "Oh, the runes are stupid. No, they should be working harder." That kind of stuff.
Okay. Has he gone back into his room?
Like, no, he's like come out into
open.
This. Yeah. He pushed the door open. So
I'm gonna walk into his room.
Are you gonna do this stealthy like?
Yes, I am.
Would you like to give me one of those there stealth checks?
Yes, indeed. What's the DN?
Okay, so the DN's gonna be a bit higher, but not in the like as high as it would be with everything else going.
Right.
So I think what you're gonna look for here will probably be a difficulty 5 check.
Ooh, difficulty 5.
Yeah.
Do I?
But that would give you, well, actually, no. You know what? In this case, it's going to be difficulty 4.
Oh, okay, because he's very distracted.
He's very distracted, and then again, he's distracted, and you're past the security stuff, right? So
you have 2 glory if you mess up the roll, and
that
you got
is
2
true.
wrath.
I got 2 wrath and I got 2 glory. Y'all mind if I spend at least one other glory on this
do your
roll?
Remember, first, you roll and then
first.
Consider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, roll first and then consider. So DN 4.
Yeah.
Alright. Beep.
Ew.
Complication! Yay!
Let's go.
With 4 failures, 1 success. Would you like to wrath that?
I would like to wrath that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. You may wrath that.
I like to wrath
Wrath
that.
Queen.
Okay.
Wrathing.
All right.
Damn. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
What did you roll
Okay.
for people listening?
I rolled. I first rolled 1 success, and then I re-rolled 3 dice, and now I have 6 successes.
Yeah, you got 2 6s and a 4 is basically what you got.
Yep.
It doesn't do a roll for Foundry, just for people context, because it's not going to do the and then throw stuff for us. It just updates the dice when we do it in Foundry. So, you might want to vocalize it for people, so it's like, oh, this is what changed, because people listening in their car, it's going to go, what happened? What happened?
What happened? Wait. Yeah. I'll go ahead. I didn't need to actually spend any glory for that, so I'm gonna keep that shift for myself, and I'm gonna shift it into a better outcome.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to. Okay. So real quickly here. On a
complicate.
Okay. On a success. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna succeed here. All right. So this gets you into the room unabated. Now, like you're in there, Futa has not noticed you. The next step would be investigating the room.
Indeed.
Still got the complication to figure out.
That
yes,
is
I do have to
correct. So I
complicate.
am
I
going
do
to
have
get
to
you to click
complicate.
that complication button for me.
I get sucked into the warp. Well, an old wound flares up in pain, or you're distracted by a memory. Ooh.
Yeah,
Miles?
you come back into this. You come into this room, and you need you need to know what's going on. There's something in here that you have some like tie that you think is tied to you in some important way, and you need to know it. You're actually like, now that you're in here and like confident that no one's seen you, you're almost willing to throw caution to the wind, and you will do whatever it takes to find what's in here.
All right. Yeah. Khelrana's Path of the Mourner, so that's a mean one. Yeah, so just distracted by the memory, just old emotional wounds flaring up again, catching a quick glimpse over her shoulder of that stone that Roos won't fucking let go of. Just
He's petting it. I love you, Commissar. I miss you.
Commissar, fucking Commissar, right. Just sniffling, just one little tear down the cheek that she stoically just wipes off. And then I'm going to roll, I assume it would be investigation.
Yep.
Cause yeah, I can't beef this up with any psychic anything, can I?
And remember, you did put a glory into the pool with, or sorry, you can put a glory into the pool with the shift too, because getting extra, there's no shift benefit for this stuff.
Oh, no shift benefit?
So,
then yeah, I'll add an extra glory.
So you can bump up the glory by 1. That'll bring us to 3 now, I think. And then you can you can give me an investigation check.
All right, I'm gonna look around. Investigation is pretty okay. DN what? 3, 2? 7?
The difficulty here is going to be 6.
Oh, I was kidding.
Yeah,
okay.
good luck, elf.
Yeah.
My investigation's okay, but not that okay.
Well, look at what you did last time. Just believe in the heart of the cards.
You got 3
Roll
glories,
it,
so
roll it, wrath it, glory it, bip
All
it,
right.
pop it.
Boom.
We're all gonna die.
Well, I didn't complicate, but that's 1 success so far. Yeah, I feel comfortable. Okay, so it's wrath first and then add glory afterward. Okay.
Correct.
So I will re-roll with the wrath. Not bad.
Whoops.
And then do you guys mind if I dump the glory?
Yeah, go for it.
I am okay.
Go for it. Why not?
Okie dokie. Okay, that's another 6.
6.
So
That is a 6. That is dead on.
You rolled a 4, 6, and a 1.
Yes. A 4, 6, and a 1, so that brings me right to the threshold. I just made it.
Okay. So as this goes on, you begin to search. You find a data slate, a heavy used data slate, that you're pretty sure has been used a lot. So there's probably some pertinent data on it.
Oh, like it the way you say it's used a lot.
Yeah. Along with that, you also find a hidden compartment underneath the bunk as you're going through everything. The conversation now in the other room is reaching kind of that heated point where it's like, oh, the tank heresy, of course. That's when you find that there is some kind of hidden compartment on it.
Uh-oh.
Can I get it popped open?
Yeah, you could open it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pop that shit open.
There's a severed human head inside. The head is inscribed with a rune on it. It is also inscribed. Well, it's inscribed with several runes on it, I should say, and then it is inscribed with the low Gothic tongue of the humans. But what's interesting to you is that you recognize the meaning of both the low Gothic and the rune, because these runes are known to you. And it simply says, "Remember your oath," carved into the forehead of the severed head.
These are Aeldari runes.
They are specifically Drukhari runes.
What the fuck? Oh!
All right, little change.
Oh, all right.
Chat was saying Necrons the entire time, and now it's like,
That recontextualizes some things.
You know, I was thinking it might have been the spooky robots, but no, it's just the sex perverts.
Yay! The sex perverts!
How do you react to this? Because this is where your complication now, obviously takes hold. You aren't really. I'm gonna say that the complications take hold is the panic. When you see this and when it all reaches its kind of a climax, there's some kind of reaction that does startle and bring everyone else into this.
Yes.
Did you find something in there, Khelrana?
don't
Just,
blow her cover. She's sneaking.
And you see Futa his head whip cracks. What?
Oh, now he's seen her. Roos kind of goes, oh, come on.
Yeah, just a slew of Aeldari expletives. Just the motherfucking. Sorry.
Those of you in the sort of waiting room area with Futa, you hear him again looking around, his head whipping back and forth, and you hear him kind of whisper a little bit
Somebody's got a dirty little secret that he needs to explain to me right
Did you come out
now.
withholding the head?
Yeah, she's got the head, she's holding it by the hair, walks up to him and just shoves it in his face, looming down over him, her massive frame. Somebody's got some explaining to do. So why don't we start talking now? Or I'm going to twist you into a pretzel, and I'm going to make the things that my dark cousins do look like child's play. You explain now.
Roos
I
wants-
level-
sorry, go ahead, speaker.
I level my volley gun at this guy.
Just immediately draw on point.
Yeah, I encourage you to cooperate.
Roos will,
Aloysus is smart. Oh, go on.
sorry, Roos wants to filter everyone to the room. I assume with his massive bulk, he starts stepping forward. Doesn't encourage this guy to back up into the room.
Okay, basically get everyone into the more sealed room and close the door type of a thing. Yeah.
I'm basically,
for sure.
I'm trying to cue a thing. So basically, just kind of cues everyone's getting their stuff ready. Roos kind of comes over and he looks over at Alden and goes, "Don't worry, boss. I know how this works." And he presses the button to the side. Beep. Closes the door. And he's like, "My commissar taught me this. I'll get his legs first. You say
That's
nice
not-
things to him."
Roos,
Well,
that's not your... whatever.
oh, I'm sorry. He looks down sad.
No, Roos has the right idea, just the wrong methods. My friends, it's so wonderful. It's bring my crew to work day.
And Aloysus is smiling wider than you ever have seen him. His teeth are disturbingly gray. Oh, Xantha, I'm so happy to make your acquaintance in an official capacity. Are we in Xanthar's room right now, or we get to
Yeah. Roos has basically shuffled you all out of
Very
the little
good.
foyer into the room. It's closed now.
Xantha, my friend, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Aloysus Hafzig, and I am a member of the Adept Mechanicus, but you may help me better, and forgive me if I'm being a bit forward here. He'll put out his mechanical hand. The icon of the Inquisition will flare to life. I am a member of the Ordo Xenos, and you're going to tell us everything, or I'm going to, alongside my good friend Khelrana, show you exactly what your captors are not capable of.
Or I'll eat your
Like
legs.
He'll eat your legs too. He
He'll
can do
eat
whatever
them.
he wants after we're done.
He is shaking. Like if you were not like as well versed, you would assume he's like about to instant transmission. He's shaking so much because as he just like looks up at you, looks over at Roos, looks back at Khelrana, kind of like hopes to look to Alden for support, but sees Alden as the one with the gun trained on him. He just like then like looks again back at you, and he just mouths in the most pitiful whimper, "Help me."
We could help you. We could certainly help you if you answer the right way. Now, it is clear to see that you know a little bit more about the Midnight Harvest and all of the sordid details of these disappearances. Certainly more than you let on. So let's take things from the top.
And does Aloysus, given that he also has, he knows Aeldari, does he understand the runes as well?
Oh yeah.
Of course, okay.
Like they're close enough. Like this is like very basic meaning. So like, can you speak full on Drukhari? No, but you get enough of the meaning here.
Right.
Remember your oath. Why would you, a outstanding member of the administratum, one, have Xenos scripture implicating you in some kind of Drukhari plot, let alone the severed head of a fellow Imperial? Were you a Spirer, I would think nothing of this, but given the circumstances, this does not look good for you, my friend.
It's not. I was one of the Grim Harvests. I went on a quota mission to see the fields, and they took me. I watched everyone else. They got them, and the thing ate them. It was horrible. It was horrible, I say.
The thing, what thing?
Beast, a monster.
Describe it.
Claws.
Was it with the individuals that left you this message?
It was in the inn. It was. I don't remember much.
He falls unconscious.
Roos turns to Alden. Do we do good, Shah?
We're doing good. You've done much better than I expected. Xenos?
Of a name.
Khelrana.
Thank you.
It seems as if we owe you a debt. Without your investigation, we would have all been deceived, and we could all be enslaved to the Drukhari by now.
God, I could have milked like 2 more sessions out of that too. You have no fucking idea. Like fucking Odo comes in clutch and is like, I don't trust this guy. Mother. I could have had you dancing around 8 more factions. The GM's curse, everybody.
True. I'm sorry. I investigated good. I got 1 good roll, Thurston.
Don't get used to it!
True.
I'll remember this in combat. So will the dice.
No, wait. Can somebody... So these ruins are tied to the Druchi somehow. Fuck. That's bad. That's deeply fucked. They're feeding it to some sort of thing. It could be one of the chimera, it could be one of the homunculus' creations, it could be, God, any number of things.
I don't know what form this freakish menace we are about to face will take. What I do know is that Drukhari bleed and die like anyone else.
They do, but they're very, very good at making sure you do it first. So let's take a step back.
We will need to be quite tactical. Less cavalier.
I do know at least one thing that we have over them. I know that they don't have any means of stopping me from looking in on them. Because Drukhari don't have anyone attuned to the immaterium. Don't like to keep them around. So, I can get a quick look at these ruins from afar, but we should probably be gearing up for a fight, or at least some kind of break-in.
I couldn't agree more. But there is one advantage we do have now. I'm going to indicate towards our fallen administratum clerk. This man, presumably under the orders of his Drukhari captors, was going to have us continue to pit the Mechanicus and the local Ministorum against one another.
Aye.
Now, we can circumvent that entirely and unify them against a common threat. Aloysus?
Yes, Captain?
Khelrana, I want
Yeah?
you both to see if you can resuscitate this man imminently.
Oh, I thought you would never ask.
Aloysus takes off his glove. Underneath, you see his mechanical arm brimming and shifting as from out the palm extends the familiar... They're not piezoelectric, but electrical coils of an arc pistol. With some modifications, Thurston, I would like to set this arc pistol from kill to give him a little shock.
Just a little. Zzz.
Just a little
Okay.
tease.
Just give me a little Medicaid check here.
Absolutely.
I don't know exactly how I would do it, but could I possibly assist?
You could like I'll let you assist. Sure. How do you wanna? What skill are you think? Like psychically also wake it like wake him up both physically.
God
It's okay, I got
damn.
8 successes. Wait, what was the DN on it? DN? I don't
think he
It was 8 successes.
Remember,
Oh
ask
wow.
first.
Oh gosh. Yeah, the difficulty there is definitely not 8, so you're good. I'll even give you a shift off that because it wasn't going to be 6. So if you want some glory,
I will take the glory.
Yeah, there's like this as he gets back up, suckling in air, just as Khelrana even prepares to touch the immaterium, and there's just like,
Welcome back to consciousness, dear friend. Did you enjoy your nap?
I'm so sorry. I threw myself onto your mercy.
Oh,
But for
you're
this
a bit
end,
past mercy,
the
my
caves-
friend.
The caves. You must go to the ruins. The
Do I
caves
eat his
and the
legs now?
ruins.
No,
Hold
not
on.
his legs yet.
All of you, hold a moment.
Bruce freezes. He doesn't move.
This man
Oh, the whole time.
is not beyond redemption. Aloysus, have you ever endured a Drukhari attack?
That's a great question.
I have tinkered in my explorations with some Drukhari weaponry, rarely suffering a direct encounter with them, but they're quite painful.
I have.
Oh.
I earned my bones as a transport captain with the Chartists. I and many others had to endure Drukhari raids on our supply lines. I've seen many good captains dragged into that darkness. And on more than one occasion, even when they could be rescued, they were marred and broken. Beyond repair.
Hey, speaker.
Yes?
Speaker, do you wanna get 2 points of glory for the party?
Yes, I would love to.
I want you to go into an in-depth analysis of how the Dark Eldar work in Battlefleet Gothic and how it pertains to this scene.
I will be.
The thing is, he would know that.
I know.
The Drukhari are relentless. Utilizing some advanced mimicry, they can disguise their vessels as Imperial vessels, up until they're just close enough within knife-fighting range. They tend to eschew their larger craft. There are no heavy cruisers, no battleships among their fleet, merely thousands and thousands of deadly frigates and light cruisers, jagged like knives. They hit fast, and the moment things turn against them, they flee. But even their frigates, in concentration, I've seen them rip apart Imperial battle groups with impunity. They are opportunistic, dreadful. Sharpened impaler drop pods shear through vessels. And I've seen kill teams of Kabalites ravage even a mighty Astartes kill team. They are not to be underestimated. They are vile. And this man, though he has betrayed his fellow humans, has done so out of fear and terror. This is not...
I'm so terrified.
I have little sympathy for weakness. But I do believe, despite your sins, Xantha, you may yet be redeemed. Your station here will not continue. Never again will you set foot on this planet. But if you agree to cooperate, I will give you a chance to join my staff and find some solace in the God Emperor, rather than face the execution you are so justly owed.
Oh, anything, I'll do anything. I could show you where their dark lair is within the rooms. I can even get you past my stooges in the Children of Dawn.
Excellent. I look at Aloysus. We are going to now meet with the Adeptus Mechanicus. Arrange a meeting, Aloysus. Xantha, you are going to share with them everything you have shared with me, and we are taking control of the situation.
Well, I can't.
I slap him. You can! You will do your duty, damn you! I understand that it is hard to keep to one's honor and discipline in the face of eternal torment. But I am giving you an option greater than that which scum like you deserve. You have sentenced countless of your fellow humans to torture unending at the hands of these madmen. If you wish...
Yeah, difficulty 3, intimidation, please.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and give you 5 successes.
Nice.
And a glory.
And a glory.
Glory!
All right, I'll do it. I didn't have a choice. The cutting and the clawed thing.
You and I will have much to discuss. But had I no sympathy for your plight, I would have shot you rather than given you this chance. Do not forget that.
I don't want to be shot.
Who does? Now then, Aloysus, make contact with the Mechanicus. I shall make contact with the Confessor.
Right away, Captain.
And with
Aloysus
that,
will saunter off.
our group of adventurers now, well, they begin to set up a meeting with the various powers. Let's take a break.
Break time!
Break time!
Break time! Break time!
Break time.
Be right back as we play our lovely sponsor ad. Our Wrath and Glory show is brought to you by Fablecraft. Are you eager to dive into epic quests, but you're short on prep time? Fablecraft is here to make your tabletop RPG dreams come true. Fablecraft is a cooperative, virtual tabletop RPG set in the vibrant world of Mythos. Whether you're a seasoned veteran or a curious newcomer, the game is designed to be accessible and engaging for all. With integrated video chat, interactive battle maps, and incredible digital tools, you can gather your friends and embark on unforgettable adventures on Windows or Mac via Steam. Mobile and tablet support for iOS and Android is coming soon. And when you finally dive in, you'll have ready-to-play adventures that make it straightforward for game masters to run sessions with minimum prep required. Dive straight into the action with animated artworks, music, and combat VFX that brings your stories to life. Plus, you can create your own adventures with a growing slate of homebrew tools. Fablecraft is all about convenience and inclusivity for you to tell your stories. Join the vibrant world of Mythos today. Head over to playfablecraft.com and start your free-to-play journey now.
So as we return, our group has called together various individuals. There's the janitor who is brought forward. This meeting, I'm going to assume, will take place on some neutral grounds, likely the silos that you previously were at.
It could be on, the landing platform with the ship's guns aimed at it, like, or, you have cannons on your ship, right?
Oh yeah, I mean we're a conquest class star galleon. We're a cruiser, motherfucker.
Guns are empty, everybody. Guns are empty.
Oh, no. What can I say? They were all full when we left.
What did you use them on, sir?
I forget that I was blackout drunk, firing point blank at the surface of a derelict moon.
Did you get drunk and fired your guns at the Cicatrix Maledictum? I can take it. I can take it.
It doesn't matter.
Some of those hit heretics.
It doesn't matter who the captain is. Drinking is always the constant.
True.
It's true.
Every good captain has to be an alcoholic.
It's important.
Yeah, it's a trend here. But yeah, no, where are you going to assemble the masses?
Probably a neutral location. Let's see, where could we assemble them? We could ask them to meet at why not the Adeptus Militarum outpost?
Okay.
Fine.
You haven't been there yet, is the only thing.
Yeah,
So
we
you're
arrive and they're all dead. And
Yeah, you know what? You make a
They're
good
all
point.
Dark Eldar.
Yeah, we could get there, and it's like, guys, we have a sick meeting for you. And we're just loading them into raiders.
I'm Canadian. What? Canadian. That's the one. Yeah.
Remember Canada.
Remember Canada.
Never.
Canada stands.
Canadian Sands.
Canada Sands?
I'm going to make that into a shirt.
Toronto broke before the Raptors did.
I'm going to sell it to so many 40K Canada fans.
It's true. All 11 of us. Very good.
11.
No, what we just meet in some barn fuck field.
Why don't we go to El's restaurant? Everyone knows their name there.
You know what? We are going to meet at the fucking spaceport. We're gonna meet at the space elevator. That's where we're meeting.
The elevator?
I fucking love that I opened this thing with like, so the silo seems like a legit location. And then we just spent like fucking 5 minutes being like, no, that's a stupid idea. We're
That's
gonna
a
meet at
stupid idea, Thurston. We're gonna
meet at the space elevator, which is the silo.
What if Thurston? That's a fucking terrible idea. Wait a second. What if we did Thurston idea, but my idea? Oh, genius! Another cunning stratagem from Speaker Dave.
I took your reality
That's
and make
why
it
you're
my
the
own.
captain speaker.
Thank you. Oh, captain, me.
Add a glory to the pool.
Okay.
But I want it known. I want it crystal fucking clear that there's one glory in the pool now that cannot be used by Speaker D. The rest of you could use it, but
fair.
Speaker cannot use this 1 point.
The
of-
tainted.
Yay.
That's stolen glory right there.
Stolen glory, stolen glory.
Oh my god. All right. So, arriving at the base of the silo elevator, which is the area where you have kind of set up your meeting. There are, let's see here, 2 individuals. First of all, the janitor Heptrix and Confessor Euphrates. Zoran, position these pictures as you desire. But they both approach, each with a small congregation. There's some tech adepts and a handful of combat servitors with a janitor, and then a small group of laborers with the Confessor. It's the janitor who is sort of looking over everything pensively, but the Confessor who speaks first. What is going on?
We have discovered the true source of the disappearances. Your 2 factions have both been deceived in your ongoing efforts against one another. A third party has been seeking to manipulate the faithful of both the Mechanicus and the Confessors.
Elaborate.
Huh. Aliens. Xenos.
Did you seriously just pull the... All right, guys. Alien.
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 I'm not saying it was aliens, but it
Thank-
was aliens.
Thank you. You mean Xenos organisms are on the planet? Have they somehow infected the locals? Is that the source of these people's madness?
No,
No, I'm
wasn't quite as. Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. Did you want to speak instead?
Aloysus, you may have the floor.
Oh, why, thank you so much. He gives you a nice little grin. I smile at you
A
so
little
sneakily.
noogie.
Smiling so
another
sneakily.
noogie.
I'm styling at you so sneakily, Captain. Thank you.
Stop that.
No,
Okay.
it is not a xenovirus or any sort of alien malign technology. No, it is the simple art of coercion. A tour de force by Drukhari. It appears that they have been harvesting menials and the people of this world for some time, forcing others into silence and compliance under pain of death themselves. It would seem that those lacking in faith in the providence of Him on Terra, in the Omnissiah pervading all, has damned the people of this world to being the real harvest told. All this time, you two have been played against each other, your factions squabbling, grasping at straws, the illusions of a problem that never really existed on either of your behalfs. Convenient obfuscation that it was. Your records have been falsified. Your tabulations, dear Genitor, skewed by such data. But at the heart of this, it is not the weakness of human spirit, the absence of sure calculations, but the foul taint of the Xeno at the heart of it all. This is now an investigation, an official investigation by the Order Xenos, and you two are ordered to comply, that we might root out this foul heresy at its source.
Gail.
Make a persuasion
Oh.
check.
I was actually
Oh,
just
eat your
going to say,
legs.
give me persuasion there, please.
What's my diff?
This is gonna be a difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6. Ooh, that's a toughie.
It's a very toughie.
Let me check here
People
if
can
I
help, right?
juice this. People can help.
I would love to help, given that I am the rogue traitor and good at talking to dudes.
How many people can help, Thurston?
Okay, so like the actual thing for skills and assistance in this are a bit different. So let me pull up the specific rules for making skill checks and assisting, because
Sorry, guys,
think
I didn't mean to stop then.
No. They're kind of a different rule set. In fact, I don't even know if there is.
Wanted to find a way that like all of our powers combine. Yeah, we all get to do a thing. But
yeah, I'm just gonna say you can all make checks and we'll do it that way. But like, I think the aid is like fairly.
Yeah, I think it's one person because if I think about it, then you could super pull a bunch of dice. And win.
Correct. Like,
So,
and that's the thing.
I'm okay with acquiescing. Just let speaker do it. My bad.
Well, I mean, it was Aloysus who did the the big speech.
Yeah,
there,
speaker's helping. That's what I'm saying. But speaker assist.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, I will let you both give me a check. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So in your case, Aloysus will be 6, but speaker, your difficulty will be 4 for your check to assist.
Very good.
Let's see what happens.
Hold on, everyone. I think I should assist. I think that the foul Xenos should speak here.
Yeah, you see, actually,
I got a 6 on every die but my wrath die.
And the complication.
I got 7 successes and a complication.
Okay.
Oh.
So to be what the heck, and a complication. What?
Is it assisting that speaker adds their dice, gives them dice instead for assisting? Or that's how that works. That you just give them dice with the base value of the skill.
Yeah. Well. Yes. That's one way of doing it. I'm checking something else here, but what I'm looking at. Sorry, making sure. Sorry. Hulky, you didn't get 6s on everything.
You're right. I missed.
Okay.
I got on everything.
And speaker, you didn't complicate. You got a critical.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm not having a stroke here. Like, that's what's in chat, right? Like, I'm not.
No, you're losing your mind. He complicated.
Oh yeah, you're looking at my intimidation critical.
Yeah, scroll down.
Okay, sorry. Oh, I see why it's not. Because chat wasn't updating for me. That's why. That would be why.
Yeah, speaker basically he got 7 successes. He can shift 1, but speaker complicated his roll.
Sorry, no. Literally, Foundry just bunked up on me, and it. Was,
I'm just saying out loud. And Hulky rolled 3 4s and 1 5, so only got 4 successes for his D and 6.
Roll me that complication. Let's start with that. Speaker.
Absolutely. Lost item.
Ooh. All right. Here's what's gonna happen. I think the argument starts to blare up. Like, the words have a bit of a meaning. Aloysus has reached people, but then like some of the old rivalries start to come, and it's like, it can't be aliens, that is illogical. And then the confessor is like, our faith is what defines us, our faith is what will see us through this, and through faith we shall persevere. And then they start yelling and shouting, and you realize, Alden, that the only way you can like reassert some kind of control, which will give you like the success you need, is to just fire your gun wildly.
Yeah, I'll take out and I'll fucking empty a clip into the ceiling.
As you unload it, yeah, like up, you're in the open area of the silo, so just kind of like laser bolts up into the sky. Everyone
are
sort of
you
pauses.
servants of the Imperium, or are you children? If you do not believe my cohort, we have more witnesses to attest to this.
Technically, Mars is a separate institution, but I understand what you're saying.
Great.
Captain, shoot that guy.
I shoot that guy.
No.
Okay.
Can I eat his legs?
Give me an attack on the janitor.
Maybe I won't shoot that guy. Maybe that would not serve my purposes of calming the room.
Generally, no, but you need to get more skills and intimidation for that.
That's true.
That's true.
Do you see this thing that I have? This piece of paper in my pocket means I can kill anybody I want to because I'm cool and you're not.
So true.
That's it.
You
They are
unfold
all
the paper,
like-
and it says "kill permit: yes" in Sharpie.
It's like signed Emperor, but it's spelt wrong.
Sorry to interrupt there. So go ahead.
No, you're good. You're
My
good. We're having fun. All right. So as you've kind of like gained a bit of control in the situation, like Aloysus, do you want to sort of hand things over to the captain to sort of mediate more of this now, or are you going to keep going? You feel like you've got your in here.
Aloysus does have some skills, but the captain has much better persuasion skills. Captain, you know we're going to have to do maintenance on that weapon now.
Certainly.
Why don't you, for what is to come, let me take a look at you. I was making inroads, and it's a whole thing now, but it's
It's
fine.
just like awkward silence. I'm doing some stuff.
Yeah,
and
the
it was
moment
really-
is like silence, everyone, and now we're maintaining the gun.
yeah.
Right then. If I may. Xantha of the Adeptus Administratum was captured by the wretched Drukhari raiders. He and an unknown quantity of individuals have systematically manipulated data to give the Adeptus Mechanicus genitors, wise though they may be, improper information as to the efficacy of the true and noble confessors and imperial faithful. With this information, it seemed only rational, indeed necessary, to uproot tradition in favor of servitors. Likewise, Drukhari agents within many of the faithful here have continued this illusion and have been responsible for the so-called harvest. Yes, indeed. Your people have been harvested, but not the faithless, as the confessor has been deceived into believing, but rather good, earnest, imperial men and women that have been fed to the appetites of the most depraved xenospecies imaginable.
Khelrana standing like right there, just like the worst type of people ever.
Seriously, it's okay to be racist to all of them.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
true. You can just be racist to all of them. They deserve it. They're horrible. We hate them.
We hate them all.
There's going to be
That's
some
right,
commenter thinking we're all like, yeah, my kid.
I don't claim my cousins.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Kelly.
Hey, Khelrana,
Uh-huh.
how about you don't blow your cover?
Aye. Hold on, I need my novelty earmuffs.
Yes, go get those.
They have,
son.
they have like I heart the emperor on them. Emperor is misspelled.
And if you do not believe my story, perhaps Xantha could explain it himself. Or better yet, allow this head to do the talking for you. And I'll throw the severed head with the runes on it into the floor for everyone to see.
Like the janitor picks it up with a mecha dendrite. Fascinating. And I assume you kind of give like Xanthar like a little push forward.
Yes.
Well, yes, I was claimed by one of these so-called green harvests. It was awful. They took me into the ruins.
Those creatures are monstrous. It's their depravity knows no bounds. No bounds. I say. But I believe they would have come here in larger numbers and in force if we hadn't sacrificed some for the good of the many. Yes, it's the good of the many. That's what I've been involved in, trying to stymie the flow of these depredations on us.
I look at Xanther disappointed. As you can see,
I'm the good guy here.
I think I
I've
shoot
never done
Xanther at this point.
Okay.
I think at
Wait,
this
don't shoot him,
point...
don't shoot him.
Okay, I won't shoot him then.
You can... Aloysus would see the good captain leveling his gun at Xanther's like, whoa!
Casually reloading.
Slow your roll, my friend, please. Our dear administratum clerk, death would be a kindness to someone of his standing.
What?
No.
But
The Inquisition
but
has
they
such
said
sights to show
that I would be able to go on their ship and be part of their crew, that they were okay with that.
You'll be part of their crew as a piece of living furniture. Please,
What?
let us do you a kindness. The Inquisition will treat you so much better. Perhaps your skull serving as a repository for more data would be a more fitting reward for your heresy.
We shall see your status, Xanther. But that you still justify your actions now. I've killed men for less. I speak not to this worm, but to the rest of you. Aliens are on your planet, stealing your people, turning you against one another. You have two options. Fall to the predation of the Xenos. Fall to one another, grasping at each other's throats like rats in a drowning sea. Or to hold hands, mend the breach, rally your forces, and together drive these alien dogs off this world and restore order.
Give me a leadership test for that. Let's go difficulty 5.
Okie dokie.
Alien dogs that aren't me, for clarity.
Stop telling everyone you're an alien.
Dude, stop blowing
Sorry.
your cover, bro.
Shut the fuck up, Khelrana!
Look, let the earmuffs do their job.
It's like, fucking alien, stop saying you're an alien. She's not an alien. Like.
This is all a test for you, just so you know.
And Aloysus will like put his arm around Khelrana, similarly tall. It's like,
Come here, look. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Right.
Chief. If you keep saying this kind of shit, I literally will have to vivisect you. I don't want to ruin this partnership that we have.
Alright.
I appreciate Roos, who's like, she's not that clever.
What a beautiful duang. Would anyone like to assist me?
This is all on you, Doug.
Okay.
Yeah, as are you.
I'm gonna steal 2 of the glory, but not the one glory I'm not allowed to steal.
Okay.
I'll roll that after this. Because I remember it.
So you don't have to?
Oh, for context, chat give you a wrath back.
Lovely! Well, I go ahead and honestly, I actually make the check.
And Khelrana.
Yeah, you do.
I do complicate.
With a complication. But complications are fun.
Yeah.
I want it to be like another lost item and you have to just fire another mag.
Yeah, that'd be funny. Physical mishap. Please let me have accidentally pushed Xanther off the side all the way down to the ground.
Yes. Done. Done.
Everyone's celebrating, and it's like, yeah! And
Yeah, like the people start cheering. Like the tech congregation is like really stoic, and there's like cheering and like, get them off the planet, yeah, and like I assume like there's just like this exhalation from you and like a gentle, what is intended to be a gentle shove.
Anybody else hear a thud?
And then
He's gonna come back later as part of the final boss thing. Go, they threw me off. They did. And he's got all like Drukhari mechanics on him. He's all monstrosity now. Like, I'll kill you.
I look down. So there's a small problem. He knew where the lair was.
that is true.
I'll go get him.
He's dead.
Is he dead? Dead?
Oh,
He
like
fell off of a space elevator.
yeah. He
Well-
did fall off. He was like an old man who clearly needed a hip replacement already, who fell off the space
Bruce
elevator.
kind of puts his fists on his hip and looks at Khelrana going, come on, Khelrana, lock in, man. Come on.
Looking, man.
Well, I don't know if I can pull information out of his brain with psychic powers. I'm just gonna go to the.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna putter after him.
Janitor, see if you can reclaim anything from that stain on the ground.
Wait,
Mind.
wait.
What?
You have convinced these locals. But you have not quite convinced me.
Oh, good God. What
There is an important question I must ask.
Yes.
Should the elevator be manned by people or machines?
Come on now, man. Is now the time?
Bruce looks at him and goes, why not both?
Yeah.
Everyone cheers.
And everyone clapped, and then they gave Bruce 100
Wait.
thrones.
Wait. One sec. I need to check something. Give me a moment. Roos.
Yeah.
Checking something.
I got no
here.
negotiation skills, brother.
I was about to
cunning,
say.
0. Deception, 0. Awareness, still 0. Persuasion, 0. I mean, I get like
Oh,
a
that's
1.
what
but
makes it. That's what makes it. I'm gonna say, give me a difficulty 2 persuasion check with that.
okay.
I believe in him.
Come on, baby. Roll me a 6. Bam! I got a
Okay.
2. I'm gonna wrath it.
Yeah, wrath it, baby.
Wrath point. Oh, I gotta do our interface.
Oh.
Why didn't you use
Here.
the glory instead?
You have to wrath first. See if I get the 6,
Yeah.
and then I can do the little glory.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Order operation. So, huh, I got nothing.
believe-
All right, now I gotta use the 1 glory. We don't have 3 because you used the 2. I have to use the 1.
I didn't use it. I was going to, but I succeeded without it.
Oh, okay. We still have
true.
3. Okay, I'll keep that minus then. I'll take the 1 extra then. Take all 3 to give me a chance. So I'll roll these 1 by 1 to see how we do. Come on, baby. 1d6 goes. That's a 1. Okay, I got 2 chances
Believe.
left. You got 2 chances.
Okay. Believe.
Roll another
believe.
one. Whoosh. It's a 3. I
Oh.
gotta get a 6, man. I gotta get a 6. Come on. I just need 1, baby. I just need 1 more. It's a 5.
Please.
Can I
The
wrath?
Ogryn is simple.
I can't wrath twice, can I?
No.
Darn
Nope.
it. Oh well, we tried.
The Ogryn is a simple creature who has simple solutions to complex problems.
Wait, someone could have assisted me.
No.
No, I said no. No, fuck you. Fuck you.
I tried. Good job. Well, it's just unfortunate that your hardware is just not compatible.
But
I mean,
answer my question.
you know, incompatibility is the worst thing for all machines. You don't fit into the slot.
What
That's
did you
true.
say?
You don't
Hey,
fit.
Roos.
Oh.
No, what did you say?
You don't fit into the slot. You're incompatible.
That is wisdom right there.
So true.
You have touched the organics beneath my hard, cold metal exterior and reminded me that there are simple things in this galaxy that must be protected. Like you. You are the simple thing.
He smiles.
He pats you on the head with the mechanint, right?
He smiles.
So Sneedly?
Snow Sneedly.
Yeah. Now the people can help maintain the machines. And then you're all working together. That means you're compatible.
Yes, I could see something like this, yes.
What do you say? And he looks over to I forget her name.
Oh, the
other
confessor?
lady. Yeah, and it's like, come on, confessor. They can help oil the machines, so the machines can be super efficient with the elevators. And if there's any missing parts, the machines can keep working, and the humans can replace the parts with the help of the mechanicus. And Bruce looks at both of them and goes, come on, what do you say?
I suppose it could work. But if anyone dies, we think they should be servitors.
Bruce looks at the confessor, going like, hey, not supposed to put their hands where it's not supposed to be. It's the risk.
But our families, we have burial rights and.
I mean, when they expire as a servitor, put them in the ground.
That is an interesting compromise.
They'll still get there, just a little delayed.
I love Roos wisdom moments, can I just say? Like,
The pinnacle. You are what all Imperials aspire to be, Roos.
Correct.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it just takes them a little longer to get there after they're a servitor.
A single tear is shed by the Emperor all the way back on Terra.
Yes.
Bruce
yes.
looks back at the crew, gives a toothy thumbs up. Ting!
Yes, I believe this arrangement is acceptable. More cheers from the people. Lots of cheers. But this does not alleviate the greater concern. What are we to do about the Xenos?
You are to gather your warriors, both of you, and march under my command. We will head to the caves with...
have warriors. I
I
have
swear to God.
some people. I have some combat servitors.
Gather your combat servitors, confessor, raise levies, send volunteers that are willing to die for the Emperor with me.
That would be the colonel who would do that.
Most excellent. Then we will come into contact with the colonel. We will bring whatever PDF forces we can, and we will march into the heart of hell, and we will stop its cold, black blood right there.
Captain, wasn't there a place for ahead of the people with guns?
Yes, there is. That's why
one of the laborers kind of like raises a hand, like in 5th grade.
Yes, laborer 225.
Yeah, what about the children of the dawn?
They're compromised.
Okay. Well,
The guy says, I'm one of the children of the dawn.
the confessors, they aren't yours, are they, ma'am? No, I had nothing to do with their creation. I have no idea who put together such an organization. Clearly, fanatics like that would only listen to their leader.
I look at the confessor.
But it's not me.
Then who is it?
Want to cut back to like an hour ago when Futa referred to the Children of the Dawn as his stooges. then I want you to remember that.
I look back down.
Take a look off the edge. Look back.
If anyone needs me, I'll be in my quarters killing myself.
Memories of beaches and Captain.
No! Legate us down.
I'm gonna rope.
Ah, yes, the dude you killed.
Oh yeah, funny how those things work out like that.
Thanks, complications. God,
I'll
we're
look at
fucked.
Khelrana. I'll look at Khelrana.
I appreciated your reaction, Zoran. You were my favorite there. I'm like, fuck you, Thurston. You're not gonna give us our army so we can just go in.
You literally took bullets out of our orbital guns. Of course I'm a little mad.
Well, yeah. Okay. How's the Wrath and Glory show, everyone? Well, they had 2 social encounters and then fired the cannons of the cruiser.
That's the most
Then
meme
what
response
happened?
ever. It's the exterminatus button. It's the only thing they want.
It's over. I need to buy the feet bombardment to be able to
You
buy.
didn't
You
buy
know,
it.
a really good rogue trader
Actually-
once had that talent.
Yeah, and we never
Exactly,
used
you
it.
know?
No, we used it once.
No, you
Once.
used it in the best way in that fucking like 3rd episode. Yes.
But did you can get that bombardment like now,
God.
right? When you created your character?
Yeah, I could have, but I needed to spend a lot of XP to be able to use my cool brrr gun.
Wait. You have a flying cannon the size of a cathedral in orbit,
Yeah.
and instead of putting talent points in that, to have a rolling bombardment from a spaceship cannon row, you traded that for a plasma pistol.
Okay, first up, not a plasma pistol. I traded it for a hotshot volley gun. It's much worse.
That's right.
Second up.
The pistol was the other one. Okay.
Second
Let's
up.
continue on. All right.
Second up, I would like to fire a gun more than once a session, if that's okay with you.
You won't even
Zoran
have to fire
Lair.
it again. They'll all be dead. We'll level the map.
This guy doesn't read Zedekit. He doesn't read Zedekit. He failed.
Zoran,
Yeah.
shut up.
Holy shit, I'm gonna die.
L's in chat, everyone else in chat.
Oh God. Anyway.
Oh god, guys, there's a bunch of. Oh no, there's 3 fucking tribesmen attacking us. Local feral worlders. What should we do? Oh, we'll just fire the bombardment cannon.
That's
Take
right.
your clothes.
It calls it cures the
We did it
problem.
before. And we lived. We killed all the people who we didn't want to not be killed.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Just
Okay,
remember.
speaker.
You know, instead
Speaker.
of getting me, you can get yourself another copy of Zedekit, mister, and you can read up on the rules of engagement.
Speaker.
You can read up on procedure nolo contendere.
I could beat all you guys in Battlefield Gothic. I don't even care.
Speaker.
Yeah.
I've
What?
got, like, you know what'll make this better?
What?
Okay, I have a thought. It'll probably
right.
make everything better. Could you turn your microphone around for us?
Shut the fuck up.
Absolutely. Such things can be achieved. All thanks to Zoran's wonderful insights about my character creation choice. I mean, really, I don't know what I'd do without that kind of
Why the fuck
commentary.
do I pay you?
Why do you? Why do you?
I don't know why I pay you at all.
It's all gonna be like this forever. I love you.
Ooh.
It's been 3 years of
you.
torture.
What's the
Years of torture so far.
Erndil's not here, so I gotta make someone mad.
So, all right. Slow us
my
back
stomach
down.
hurts.
The leader guy that we were 100% confirmed on is dead. We pushed him
Oh
off
yeah,
the
yeah.
side
He
of
got
the
he
thing.
got he got tossed up
We've
the side. Yes.
completed the quest of reuniting these two guys. We're now uniting the peasantry to get guns, and we are now trying to basically organize that and figure that out with no ammo in our ship.
Wait, okay. Why do we have the running thing of there's no ammo in our ship?
You can't
Earth that
fire.
said so. God said no.
Yeah. God said no, there's no ammo.
Oh, God said no? Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, we did make that bit about drunk driving. Yeah.
There was the whole thing about you firing at the cicatrix melody.
I like to imagine you try to shoot at a moon and make a smiley face. That's my headcanon. On the moon.
The moon.
Yeah, Roos looks at Alden and Khelrana and Aloysus and goes, "I'm ready to fight, sir. I've been itching for a good stabbing," and he shows his ripper gun with a huge bayonet.
Indeed. We'll attempt diplomacy. Khelrana, I'm going to ask you for an annoying favor, but only because I can only trust you to do it.
Aye.
I'm going to ask you to go down to that body, see if there's anything remaining of his head, and then cut the bastard's bloody head off.
Oh boy, goody. Perfect. All right. Can somebody
then
get me something really sharp?
Yes, I'll hand you my power sword.
Thank you.
And then, if you can, write Drukhari runes on it.
Right, Drukhari runes on it. What do you want it to say?
These bastards can barely read Low Gothic. They won't be able to read Drukhari. Make it say something about a fluffy bunny. I don't care.
All right, you got it. I'll do my best.
Don't actually make it say that on the off chance we meet. No, okay, wait, no, I'm tempting fate. Make it something threatening and evil.
All right, threatening and evil, my two specialities.
Get out of here.
Going. She's gonna take the power sword and putter off.
Just like cut this man's head off. Okay.
We're heroes, by the way. We're the good
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Welcome to the 41st millennium. We're the good guys.
You do not want to meet the bad guys, everybody. Oh my gosh. All right.
Bad
all right.
guys are sorry. We are the good guys.
So you you go head hunting and
Funny.
and manage to find the there's not even really enough to salvage here. Let's be perfectly honest. This is kind of demeaning to you. Like there's like a splat here. Any thought there would be a head or more than a few tatters of skin from the beef stroganoff explosion that is Xanther Futa, may we never have to say his last name again, is
I wasn't
right
gonna
here.
ask if it was spelled that way.
There's an H at the end of it.
Oh,
Look.
okay.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Right. Captain,
What?
it's a red smear.
It's over the Vox, like Captain.
No, I'll just
Alright.
use my weird warp voice in his brain. Captain!
What? Oh my goodness, not again. I swear I'll be a better person.
Huh?
Yeah, Khelrana's just going to, take the power sword and prod at this pile of meat, and she's just going to very carefully spell out the Drukhari rune for, what's a funny word? Yeah, she's gonna spell out the Drukhari rune for, tits. There you go.
Wow.
Just something really vulgar.
It's very classy. I like it. Just like like you've got the kind of friggin' high school look at me. I'm so
Got a little
I'm
Xbox
so
Live
witty.
with it.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Your mom.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
played a lot of games on Webway Live. It was an experience.
Oh my god.
So true. Yeah, she's just gonna write something really crass, and then put her back up and hand the sword back to the good captain.
See another post on my way. Webway, my way.
All right, what on earth does this say?
It says death and destruction.
Very good, very good. I'll have to remember that for later. Now then.
I just give Aloysus a knowing glance, like, don't you dare tell him.
He's smirking. He's smirking so big.
Yes, we'll have to have this carved into several bodies to intimidate them.
I'll put
I
it on
agree,
the front of
Aeldari.
my ship on the mast.
Correct.
Drukhari are very often intimidated by more and more bodies, Captain.
Correct.
I bet you that if we started throwing in, like, dead Trueborn that just had tits engraved all over them, the Drukhari Cabalites would look at each other and go, you know what we need to do? We need to get the fuck out of here. That's what we need to do.
Yeah. Who knows what the fuck's happening on that ship?
I don't know what the fuck's going on. We need to go somewhere else, bro. This is not worth it.
Oh.
This is like the universal Drukhari sign of you're in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah, it's when people...
Just dead bodies with the rune for tits carved into them.
Exactly.
Would they take it as a request?
Kiddies?
Kiddies.
Kiddies.
Well, peace in our time.
So, as this is going on, and you're defacing the whatever remains of bodies, there is a moment where a tech adept who's not Zether approaches you. Sorry, not Zether. Heptrix approaches you, and he kind of like shuffles along, red robes skirting, in the wind here, because you're still so high up at the top of the silo, right? And he approaches and he sort of looks over at you. Greetings. I have been told to report incidents to you now. There is an incident. We had a unit that was dispatched to the west. However, they have encountered resistance from the children of the Dawn.
Oh, I see.
They are becoming quite territorial and not letting anyone into the region.
Well, damn. Okay, so it seems like we're going to have to kill a bunch of people. Can we get the local PDF on the line? Anyone?
You could attempt to contact the Bastion, though you may have to travel there in person. Their voxes have been spotty for some time.
Very good. Confessor, if you have any militants at all at your disposal, have them meet us here at, say, an hour from now. Janitor, if you have any combat servitors, now would be the time.
I have dispatched them all to the area around the ruins. They are supplementing my tech adepts there, though they are a handful in number. This is
Excellent.
a farming and agricultural location.
Very good.
Not high threat grade.
In that case, Confessor, belay that order, coordinate with the janitor, send any men that you have that can carry a pitchfork and knife, and have them complement the murder servitors. I shall go and petition the PDF, and then we shall rid ourselves of this noxious Xenos.
Okay. So
And,
with that, they all scurry off to do their respective tasks. You do know that on the map there is Outpost Polaris. Here, I'm going to actually even update them. One sec. Oh, look, I opened the western edge. There was a reason I had to hide that.
Uh-oh.
I don't think that, people who play Warhammer and then make maps are like, okay, there's mysterious runes. We'll put these mysterious runes on the map. And then any player who looked at them on the map would immediately tell what they were, as I'm sure you're all looking at the runes being like, yes, definitely Necrons. Absolutely.
Yeah, those are Necrons. We gotta
Absolutely Necron runes on the southwestern part of the map there now that I've opened it up.
There's nothing else that could be.
Yeah, right? Like those look pretty Necron-y. However, you're not going there yet. You're heading to the northeast to the outpost at the far edge up there. Outpost Polaris. It is a tactically positioned on the rise of the Western Mountains, guarding the only that is not accessible by starship. As you approach, there's an immaculately kept bastion that stands up and is a impressive structure. Now, anyone who is anyone knows that the Imperial Bastion is simply a rectangular structure with 2 levels and some heavy bolters built into it. It's a very, very common terrain kit you could purchase back in the day. However, this has some underground installations with it to allow for a couple of extra crew members to be part of it. But you see all of this as you are approaching. You kind of approach, you see this. There is what appears to be some Astra Militarum troopers kind of on duty outside. 2 las guns sort of held at the ready as they see people approaching.
Very good. We'll zoom on in.
Stop that.
Indeed.
What's your purpose and duty here?
My name is Alden Rosh. I'm here to speak with your commanding officer. We have discovered the presence of foul Xenos on this planet, and we are hoping to bring a speedy conclusion to their presence.
Soldier gets close to you. Like right up in your face, in fact.
Okay.
Then proceeds to sniff.
Smelly?
Bruce kind of like intercedes a little bit, go, hey, step away from the saw.
What's he smell like?
Just checking. Want to make sure you're not drunk. You said Xenos. No Xenos around these parts.
Oh, there aren't. Well, what a relief. Then I suppose that these scars on this severed head immaculately conceived themselves.
Do you just bring this fucking head everywhere with you? Like
in lieu of the administrator? Yes.
So
Look,
okay.
I don't blame him. I'm on his side.
No. I'm on his side too. I'm doing it for the bit here because I just what I'm trying to figure out is like when you first did this, I was like, okay, that's pretty fucking epic and cool. Now the second time you've invoked this, I have to ask, like, where do you keep it? Like do people just see the head on your side as you're walking?
No, I have Roos carry it, and then I like gesture for it, and I assume that he gives it to me.
Yeah,
Probably
it's like in a
with
sack, and
bite
he
marks
goes, Papa, presents it, and then puts it back in the sack.
Like the Animal Crossing.
Yeah, exactly.
Holding it up.
Okay. Sorry. It's very as someone who's played enough D&D Pathfinder campaigns where a big part is carrying severed heads in sacks. The logistics are always very important to me. Anyone who has ever dealt with Speak with Dead knows my trauma. So yeah. And then Pathfinder had to go one step further and introduce a type of bag of holding that was specifically for gentle reposing corpses.
Oh.
Now there's a good idea.
Yeah. How many corpses do just heads occupy? This is questions I've been asked. They sort of look over you again and see the head and like, whoa, bitch. I ain't seen no script like that. You should talk to the Colonel.
I couldn't agree more. If you don't mind bringing me to him.
Of course. And you come inside, and the interior of this locale is, again, immaculate. It's it's everything is well polished, everything is up to date. There are very clearly like high standards here, and then you are brought into an office with a fine wooden desk, behind which is a meticulously groomed man with one of the finest mustaches you have ever seen. It has not one but two twirls in it.
Whoa.
He looks up at you as you enter. There's no art for this guy. I apologize. He looks up as you enter, sees you immediately, stands and gives the sign of the Aquila. I am Colonel Cast Billness. It is a pleasure to meet you and welcome.
Colonel Billness, I'll return the Aquila, saluting both the man and his mustache. I am Alden Rosh, rogue trader.
All right, very good, very good. He's still holding the salute.
I'll end the salute. You have aliens on your planet, Colonel.
What was that?
You have aliens on your planet, Colonel.
I would have smelled them. I think...
Oh, sorry.
What?
Unfortunately, these aliens have been circumventing the usual means of detection. They are crafty, wily, Aeldari.
The Aeldari? Oh, they're the third worst Xenos I encountered on the field. You know, I've had several campaigns, and I think that of them, the Aeldari are the ones that I preferred killing the most.
That's excellent to hear, Khelrana. Don't do anything.
I didn't say anything!
Hey, don't blow her cover, man.
What? I got my earmuffs on. Look, I heart the Emperor.
You heard it here first, folks. Now, that is most excellent and heartening to hear. It seems as if the Drukhari have set up host within the local ruins. They have been utilizing proxies within the administratum, within the local Children of the Dawn, and goodness knows who else, in order to seed their insidious agenda. As of right now, I have the Genitor and the Confessor's full cooperation on this matter to give an indication of its seriousness.
I understand, Rogue Trader. Rosh, I believe that what we can do is mobilize a full sector-wide crackdown on these Xenos scum. I'll begin contacting people on the Vox immediately. Within a few months' time, we will have a force that will strike fear into the heart of the Xenos.
That's excellent to hear, but we don't have a month immediately. Oh. Do you have any men you can spare for a surgical assault?
I have 4 men here in total. I can spare 2.
Oh my god.
The Imperium. Teeming with trillions of lives toiling for the Emperor every single day. Planets full of life and people.
Except this one.
Except this one.
Do you have a Lehman Russ I could borrow?
You got any vehicles? Do you have anything?
You say you specifically asked Lehman Russ he can borrow.
You have a Lehman Russ I could borrow?
Well, you see, and he turns like 45-degree, begins marching towards a cabinet. You see, you're lucky, for I am someone who truly lives in the state of warfare. So,
Don't do
whilst
it.
I do not have a full tank, I do have.
Oh no!
I know what you're gonna do.
I do have this fine replica miniature in the case.
I know you rat fuck immediately. I was like, if he doesn't mention a window, I know what the fuck.
You see, you can tell this is a high-quality Lehman Russ because, much like it and my Rogal Dawn tank here, I have converted them so they have the bottom plate.
Wow. Excellent craftsmanship. Do you happen to have any large tanks a man could ride in to battle, for battle purposes, to the death?
No.
Thank you for your time, Colonel.
You don't have any vehicles in any way, shape, or form, or any weapons we could borrow.
Well, we have Ethel.
Ethel?
Ethel.
Is that your
Named
mom?
after my first wife.
Oh.
I can
Aw.
take you to see it if you want.
Why not? What do we have to lose?
Fucking resignation in your voice.
Speaker, now you get to
If
be the
it's a
broken one.
tractor,
You
I
get to be the
swear to
broken
God.
straight man.
I'm having so much fun.
So, like, you have to understand, Colonel Crast Billness, like, marches everywhere. He stands at attention at every point. He takes this shit seriously, okay? He leads you out from the bastion towards a shed. The shed is, like, clearly some kind of, like, small vehicle. A bit of, like, of a spacious open to air section, but that's covered by some tarps. He has two of his troopers.
Privates, go! Prepare the Ethel.
Wait,
Um,
wait,
Please tell me it's a
wait.
tractor.
He's got 4 guys. He's got
Yes.
2 of them at his fucking garage, and one of them at the entrance. Where's the other guy?
on top of the
He's
bastion.
in the bathroom.
Yeah, go on.
All right. Bringing us full circle,
Oh boy.
you find, as the tarp is removed,
Please be a tractor.
what can only be described as a tactically enhanced tractor.
I'm gonna kill you.
Let's go.
Yes.
It has extra plates. It has a prominent aquila.
I'm gonna rope.
It looks like one plate, maybe not even from a Lehman Russ, but from like a Sentinel Walker that has the aquila has been bolted on to the front here.
Oh, Aloysus, tell me there is a noble human word for this gorgeous vehicle.
I believe the phrase in Low Gothic is country boys make do.
Country roads right again. Roos looks at Alden with childlike eyes that he can kind of see through his shaggy hair and goes, "Oh, come on, sir, come on, we can definitely take it in for a spin. Imagine the faces on those new cars when we pull up in this," and he presents it.
Alden,
I'm sorry. Hold on. Chat brought up a very good. I'm sorry to cut you off, speaker. Chat brought up a very good point. This is a lesser known configuration of Imperial armor. This is a Lionel John Deere. Thank you,
Give
Duke
that
of
chat
Mania.
member a hero point.
Give Duke of Mania a hero point. That's gold. That you can't run a company like that.
That's perfect. Good job. You won today, chat member.
That's beautiful.
my stomach
That's really beautiful. That's
That
fucking
was so good.
beautiful.
Oh, fuck, I laughed so hard. Oh, Christ.
Oh my god, I'm gonna wake up my
Holy-
partner. God.
Between this and yesterday's Kingmaker, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead, y'all. Holy shit. Okay.
I
So-
love the comments last time,
Okay.
like, oh yeah, this is Nerdek's mellow game. This is more of a mellow tone. It's,
Oh, yeah.
canon Warhammer. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Cannon
supposed to be a
WarHams.
comedy show.
Yeah. All right, but okay. Serious face. All right, so the
Serious
Ethel.
face.
All right, so
The Ethel.
there it is, ready for you, the Ethel. And like Colonel Craspillness stands at attention beside it, staring forward, not meeting any of your gaze, waiting to be addressed as you inspect the vehicle he has on parade for you.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god. The Xenos are all going to laugh at us.
Not to worry, we can carve that rune, inscribe it onto the front.
Will that intimidate them?
Oh yeah.
It absolutely will.
I like your. Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Well, you have my blessing. Colonel, we'll take this vehicle. We might make some temporary modifications. I'm sure you won't.
Of course. Would you like me to join you in battle, sir?
No.
Oh.
No, I want you to not do that.
Yeah, who else is going to defend the bastion? Ted?
Someone else has got to say on potty Overwatch.
The levies will require your intrepid leadership.
Yes, of course. I shall prepare in case the Xenos try an encircling move. I shall break my men in, have them train days upon days long to prepare for the inevitable attack from those treacherous
You got to bring them with us.
Xenos.
I'm certain you will. Where did you say you served again?
Well, see, I've served in a few different locations.
Such as?
Well, you see, I was there at the Nakmud Gauntlet. You may have heard of it, little place. I was there in Vigilis.
You were at Vigilis?
Yes.
What did you do at Vigilis?
Well, you see, I was, believe it or not, I was in charge of a tank company.
What happened to your company?
Publicity. The vilest thing. I had come up with a great tactic to encircle the despoilers' armies on that world. Now, what I did was, I knew time was of the essence. I couldn't speak to command, so I had my detachment of tanks take an unexpected route to reach the enemy. But the sorcerers of the enemy are powerful. I did not expect them to be able to transmute the ground into mud like they did. Now, of course, I didn't see them. But my tank company never saw the front lines as a result of that. That's dark sorcery.
Question. Did the rain come from the sky? And make the ground muddy?
Yes, that was part of the ritual casting they performed, yes.
Ah. Of course.
I love the low people.
Well, Colonel, I'll leave you to continue your studies on matters animal, vegetable, and mineral. Good day.
Of course.
I know that reference.
Salutes.
And, I suppose we'll be taking Ethel, and we'll allow Khelrana and Aloysus to put some terrifying war paint on it.
Don't worry, I got this. We'll soup this baby up.
All right.
I'm excited to roll up with a tractor with the Eldar equivalent of Opie on it.
Bruce honks the horn.
I'm done.
I do think that this is where we should go.
Okay.
However, before we end, I do need to read some stuff from this adventure because I think it will only make it better. Okay, I need to read some of the section from the Polaris Outpost. The soldiers of Outpost Polaris are irredeemably lazy and cowardly and view their appointment to this quiet backwater away from the front lines as a gift from the Emperor himself. There are 4 guardsmen stationed here. They make the show of tough-looking people if the agents talk to them. However, if they're ever challenged or engaged in combat, they must make an immediate difficulty 2 fear test. Colonel Crast Bilness. He is an uncompromising military individual. He uses the statistics of an astromilitarum sergeant, but has a paltry ballistic skill of 2.
That's excellent. That's beautiful.
Truly the Imperium's finest.
I am obsessed with them.
I just fucking love the whole, like, all right, like, we'll go to the Imperial Guard outpost, and every revelation was worse.
I wish there was Xenos here.
Well, don't worry, Captain.
I have some in my cabinet.
Yeah, don't worry, Captain. There are Xenos here.
Oh, and I treasure your presence like a particularly devastating bout of gout.
Of course.
Aww.
Well then, everyone, thank you all so much for watching Wrath of Glory with us all. Please visit the Patreon at patreon.com/narrative declaration. Thanks, Fablecraft, again for sponsoring this episode. We'll see you all next time. So long.
Bye-bye.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Fablecraft, please don't.